Hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm Debbie Emily of the Resonate Wellness Centre. This is the number one in our top 5 countdown of emotional first aid self-help and tools and strategies that we feel should belong in your self-help first aid toolkit. Now, we've gone through a number of different things, and hopefully that's been of benefit to you. I'm sure one of them will resonate with you. If all of them don't, then that's fine. So our number one today is something that I have been using for around 20 years. I still use it almost every day for something or another, and thousands and thousands, if not millions, of people have been helped with it around the world. Some of the top A-list celebrities have used it. The top sports athletes use it. They've been caught on video before their game. It has been on Coronation Street. It is getting such a massive positive reputation that it is well deserved of being our number one. And that is emotional freedom techniques, otherwise known as EFT, or tapping, that tapping thing. Now, emotional freedom techniques, in my world, with my experience, uses tapping. The term tapping is not EFT. So I'd just like to make that difference. So what I'm going to show you right now is tapping. I am not going through emotional freedom techniques. And the reason is because we are not looking at the emotional aspect to anything. We are just going to be tapping. It is very, very simple. You cannot do it wrong. You can only do it better. There are specific tapping points that I will show you where and how to tap. If you miss them out, it doesn't matter. If you only remember some of them, that's fine. And the thing is to look for is, do you feel any different? Has it made any change? And that's the way to evaluate tapping for you. So the way to use tapping in this instance, so tapping for me in my world, is where you focus on how you feel in your body. So let's just take for a moment that you're a little fearful and a little worried about the situation that we are in worldwide. And that's just how you feel. So you have some worry in your body, and you can sense it somewhere in your body. So worry can often sit in the mind, it can often sit in the stomach. Your stomach can churn over and over, but it can also sit in your chest. But usually anxiety sits up here. That doesn't mean worry won't. So wherever you may feel it in your body is right for you. So the tapping points that I am going to show you right now is on the side of the hand, at the base of the hand, and where the top of the little finger is. So somewhere along this line here is the tapping point. And where it is bilateral, which means it's on both sides or either side, you can tap on one side or the other side. It doesn't matter. So tapping is very, very forgiving. So you just lightly tap with one finger, two fingers, 3, 4, whatever is comfortable for you. As there's such a wide area here, I generally use all 4 fingers of on the side of the hand. So you just gently tap on there a few times. I'm not going to say 6, 7, 8 or 12 because that's totally irrelevant. So just a few times. And you just tap so it makes an indent just underneath the skin. So you're not really pressing and you're not doing that. If you can hear it, you're tapping too hard. It's just a gentle tap. That's all it is. And the next tapping point we're going to look at is where the eyebrow starts. So just literally where the eyebrow starts. And again, it's bilateral. So it can be either side, and gently just tap on that point. I personally will tend to use a couple of fingers when tapping around the face, and that's what we're going to do. The next point is on the side, on the bone of the eye, on the side of the eye, not on your temple, not there. It is on the bone, on the side of your eye. And again, either side. So just gently tap on that area there. And the next point is on your cheekbone, just underneath your eye. So just tap on the top of your cheekbone. Again, it's either side, it's bilateral, whichever method suits you. We're following it down and we're going to go above the top lip. Now, in EFT tapping world, we say under the nose, but above the top lip, it just happens to be the same place. So just gently tap in that area there. And then we're going to come under the bottom lip, on the chin, in the crease there, just in the crease. Just gently tapping a few times. If you tap slowly, that's also fine. If you tap quickly, you will tend to find that if you are very worried, very anxious or angry, you will tap a little bit quicker. And then eventually, as you feel better, you will end up tapping slowly. And the next point we're going to tap on is where the collarbone comes down, and you will feel two little dents, a dent either side. So it's in those dents there. I tend to do this because it's comfortable and easy for me. Some people may just do this, or both, and some can do this. But it's whatever is comfortable for you. So these are the points that we're going to be tapping on. So we have the side of the hand, we have the eyebrow, the side of the eye, under the eye, under the nose, chin, and collarbone. These are the only points we're going to be using. So what I'd like you to do is to focus on or think about how you feel. How does that worry feel in your body? Where do you feel it in your body? Do you feel it? Is it in your head? Is it in your chest? Is it in your tummy? Is it turning? So you decide where you feel that, and then just sense it. Literally just sense it. And while you're tapping, just focus. Put your focus in that area. So if it's in your tummy, for example, you're just feeling what it's like in your tummy. So is your tummy turning around? Does it feel tight? Does it feel knotty? Does it feel wobbly? How does your tummy feel? If it's in your chest, does your chest feel tight? Or your head, do you have a bit of a headache? Does it feel like your head's about to explode with all this information and everything that's going on and all the worry, etc.? So I just tap on this point a few times. Then we're going to move to the eyebrow point, still focusing on the tummy. And then we're going to move to the, the side of the eye. You may have seen what I did there. I was going to show you this later. And then there's the under the eye. Then we have under the nose. Then we have the chin. And the collarbone. Now, as you're tapping, you may feel or find that one of these points might feel better for you than another point. Let's say this, for example. If that feels better for you, then just keep tapping there for a little bit, and that's absolutely fine. So you can't do it wrong. You can only ever do it better. And it is very, very forgiving. And just tap until you start to feel a little bit better. Now, something that may happen is as you are tapping, you may sigh, you may yawn, or you might even start to laugh. And that tends to happen when your body adjusts and the energy changes, and you do start to notice a change in the area that you're tapping for. So your stomach would feel less churny, your chest would feel less tight, and your head would start to feel clearer. And that's how long you tap for, until it feels better. Now, I started to do it, so I will show you. There's something I call continuous tapping, and that was just a little bit of continuous tapping that I did just there. It becomes habit to me now. So you can start on here, should you wish. That usually is the starting point, only because it's very comfortable. You can actually place your hand under your desk, should you wish. It can be very, very discreet, very discreet. Check out my other videos on YouTube, because I have a lot of videos about tapping, and there is something I call discreet tapping. And then when you get to your eyebrow, you don't need to take your fingers off at all. You can just tap around, because you're going around your face, you're following the bone. Then you're going under your nose, your chin, and if you wish, you can just follow it down here, if that makes it easier for you. Tapping has a lot of scientific evidence behind it now, much more than it did, and it's increasing all the time. It has been proven to calm the central nervous system, as all of these things that we've shown you are. It is used in some schools across the world. I understand it is used in some schools in Australia. It is not used where I am at the moment. I have taught counsellors, hypnotherapists, psychotherapists, psychoanalysts. It is a tool that you can blend with so very many different things. But for me, it is the best self-help tool in the world. And the reason for that is you really can do it anytime, anywhere, any place. And it can work so quickly and effectively when you focus in on what it is that you are working with, that you are tapping for. If you are working with the worry or the anxiety about something, and you feel it in your tummy, and you are tapping and thinking, what are we going to have for dinner? It is not going to be working for the worry and anxiety. I could give you so many reasons why and how tapping does not work, and guide you as to how it does work. But you must focus in on what it feels like. And as with anything else, when you focus in on something, it can temporarily feel worse. So for example, if you had a sore knee and you were just going about your day and you sat down and actually focused on that sore knee, you would realize how sore it really was. But while your attention was elsewhere, you wouldn't have realized how sore your knee was. This is exactly the same with EFT tapping. It does not cause things to be worse. It causes you to focus on it so that it comes up for clearing with the tapping. I can explain all the reasons why and how tapping works, but this is not the place for that right now. This is just your emotional first aid kit, your powerful self-help strategies that you can use anywhere for absolutely anything. But this in particular is about worry and concern about these changing times that we are in, and which everybody is in worldwide. So focus on either a point, whatever makes you feel better is absolutely right for you. Side of the hand, either side, eyebrow, side of eye, under nose, chin, collarbone. One caveat I would say with all of these things, that once you know them, you cannot unknow them. So you now have the choice of what to use for yourself, on yourself, in any times of stress, anxiety, or worry or fear. Thank you very much for joining me. I will be bringing you some additional videos, because lots of these can be blended together to make them even more powerful than they are as a standalone. Thank you.